Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for sticking with us while we took our quick break into our after party. Joining us again for Mighty Misfit Menagerie does Candlekeep Mysteries, Book 3, or...
Book
That was bad.
Cast Book 3.
All right, there we go.
We only try for Coulter.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Whatever. Miss Selena, would you be so kind as to do our wonderful recap?
Yeah. So Paige was out jogging. He was way ahead of, oh my gosh, I've forgotten everyone's names now.
Benlin and Laszlo.
And he spots a weird black journal bound with like some wire. It's real shady, and there's some ravens pecking at it. He kind of shoos them away. He's like, ooh, maybe I'll pretend this book was in the library, and then I'll return a book rather than steal a book. And, Benlin and Laszlo catch up. Laszlo immediately starts reading the book, and it's the journal of an unnamed young woman. She had been traveling, and she broke her leg, and these people came along and helped her. The Eldrin? Oh, wow. Was it really wrong? Okay. Anyway, so they came along and helped her, and she thought they were really nice, except she was only seeing like a very narrow view of what was going on because her leg was broken. Then she starts moving around on crutches, and she starts writing about like kind of weird stuff. And these people all seem really, really cheerful, but they're entering like scarier and more ominous looking an area. And then they approach a creepy castle, and then we don't know, cuts off mid-sentence. So it's, what the hell? And then a map keeps falling out. The map doesn't necessarily look like the same handwriting. But it refuses to stay in this book. Laszlo tries repeatedly to try to get it bound back together. It keeps falling out. We're like, maybe we should follow the map, because, hey, when you find a map that tells you to go somewhere for treasure, you do it. So we're going to which way? We find a small town. We talk to a grumpy guy. He's like, yeah, it's this way. Gives us vague directions. So we attempt to follow those. We make like one right, and then we get attacked. And now we're at a literal crossroads trying to find which way. Recapitated.
Which way?
Exactly. All right. Sorry, my screen just went out.
That joke will never get old to me.
It will not. All right.
I should do my recaps in Candlekeep as Naya. I will try to do that in the future.
Well, that'd be fun. So when we last left, we had just defeated the lizard folk. I'm assuming that everyone would like to take a long rest.
Yes.
Sure.
Have we been traveling for a long time?
We were in the middle of like starting to take a rest, right?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
So
when we got attacked, yeah.
So I'm assuming you would like to finish that rest?
Yes,
please.
As we go down to camp, I'm going to kind of gesture towards the ground, and a small berry bush is going to pop up. And I was like, if everyone wants to take one, I don't feel like cooking after that.
Oh, I love when you create a bush. It's so wonderful.
Oh, good berry.
I've been trying to be...
She said.
I've been trying to be more in tune with the natural ways of magic as opposed to the divine. So this is a fruit of my labor, quite literally.
I think this tastes a little bit like a wine you made a few years back. Something with persimmons, maybe?
Perhaps.
Ooh, there is a citrus note to it.
But when you eat the good berry, it completely fills you up. Like you don't need food or water for the day, and also heals you for 4 HP.
Oh, lovely.
Right. So everyone lays down to sleep. Yes. Anyone stand up for watch?
I'll stay up for first watch. If Naya, you want to take second?
Sure.
Okay. You want to give me a perception roll?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out which one of these tabs has my skills on it. There it is. Ooh, well, that's a nat 1, but a 4.
Okay. You hear absolutely nothing throughout the night. Like, either you're too distracted, or you're humming to yourself, or you're
I'm working on recipes because the lizard folk inspired me for lizard-based recipes.
tasty. All right, so yeah, you are completely enthralled in your recipe book, and your 4 hours goes by like nothing. Before you know it, Naya's tapping you on the shoulder.
Oh, Naya, are you done trancing?
Yes, darling. I feel wonderful. Enjoy your rest.
Yes, quite.
All right, Naya, want to give me a perception?
Hiya. Ooh, pray to.
22. It's a clear night. Forest looks really dark, like maybe darker than you are used to seeing a forest be. Even though you guys are in a clearing, as soon as the trees start, it's dark. You hear some animals, maybe some growls here and there, but nothing eventful throughout the night happens. And before you know it, the sun is rising and it's time to rouse your companions and move along your way.
Come on, everyone. If we get up soon, we can fit in a few yoga poses before we leave.
I'm too busy making breakfast for yoga poses, but you guys go ahead.
Okay,
Darling,
show me.
you have to stretch the muscles.
I do not.
My scales, I don't think could bend that way.
They don't bend that way because you do yoga. Do you see the cycle?
Yes.
Laszlo, if you think that I'm a hard ass when it comes to training, Naya's not going to take no for an answer, so you might as well just do it.
I take them through a very simple, very easy 4 poses. One of them mountain, which is just standing there.
You got that one. That one you got, Pat.
Benlin, while doing breakfast, tries to copy them, but his flesh is so stony that like he just doesn't have a lot of flexibility.
I just wink at him.
And we say these are easy poses, right? Nothing crazy, nothing strenuous.
Yeah, just standing there, arms upstretched, forward fold.
Okay.
That's all.
I like the forward fold because I have a book in front of me.
Yes. Come up with a new version of book yoga.
Oh, normally I'd want to sleep in more, but that was very nice after last night's activities. Oh,
Oh yes, those lizard folk. I hope we don't run into more of them.
Chances are, if they have a scouting party out here, there's more to be had.
You want me to go look for a scouting party? I bet I can find one. And
Paige, please stay with
try to
us.
climb up the nearest tree.
You actually climb the tree?
Yeah,
The dark
All right.
I'm
forest.
going to look
Give
for a
me,
scouting party.
Give me, what, acrobatics?
Athletics for climbing.
Athletics?
That's an 11.
The tree that you chose is very, very pointy. And you get about 6 feet up off the ground, and this branch that you swear wasn't there before just smacks you in the face. And it hurts. And you're not sure where that branch came from. But you don't want to go any higher. Or do you?
Well, not if we're using athletics and not acrobatics.
All right. All right. So do you continue up or are you going back down?
Should I really? Do you guys want me to look for a scouting party? I can.
Paige,
Darling, come down.
I trust your instincts if that's what you think you want to do.
I climb back down.
Okay.
You know, I did notice something a little strange about these woods. They're a little darker than I think what would normally be occurring. Do you think maybe this is the witch way? It's the wood that moves?
Oh, so are you saying it's kind of an alliteration? It's not which way are you going? It's the witch's way, and that's how it's so dark and spellcasty and gloomy.
Look at you, just filling in all the blanks of what I was thinking. Yes, that sounds good.
I mean, it doesn't line up with the spelling from the map necessarily.
Oh, yes, that's true. That's true. I think you might be wrong, Ben.
Hey, Hank,
Yes.
can I find a local animal of some kind?
Give me a nature check.
Yes, sir. Are you sure you don't want an animal handling check?
I want a nature check first.
Okay. Okay, that's a 13.
There are no animals anywhere around you.
Anywhere.
Not that you can see, unless you're gonna keep. How far away are you going from the party?
I turn to Paige and go, Paige, find me a creature. Actually, everyone, why don't we split out? I think it's odd that we haven't seen any creatures, don't you?
If you think something's odd, should we really be splitting out?
Not too far, but I mean, everyone try and find traces of one, perhaps? I would love to ask a local about what's going on here.
You saw how well asking the locals went last time.
Well, but those were local villagers. I was hoping to ask a local denizen.
As you wish. And I try to find some sort of animal.
All right. Give me a nature check. Whoever's looking.
Okay.
I scan the sky for birds. Oh.
Spoiler, I'm reading.
A 12.
15.
5.
5. With a 15, you were able to find one small little mouse all on its own.
I don't want to scare it. I'll kind of like call back. I found something, but I'm afraid to be too loud.
I'll cast with Speak with Animals and then approach the mouse. Hail there, mouse.
Hello?
Are you familiar of any settlements in the area or any weirdness to these woods?
What's a settlement?
A borough in which people live in.
There's no people around here.
Maybe one that people used to live in? I'll draw a picture of a house.
I've never seen anything like that before.
Anywhere around here?
No.
Well, I guess you don't get very far. And my second question, anything weird about the woods?
What's weird?
Well, current theories are, do the woods move?
I mean, not that I've seen, but I'm just a little mouse.
Which would make you perfectly adroit to seeing bushes move places or branches move on their own or anything like that.
I mean, the branches move all the time when there's wind.
Do they ever move when there's not wind?
Well, maybe.
Well, you've been a great help, and I'm going to give the mouse one of the good berries from last night.
He eats the berry whole and like squeaks and then like lays on his back in like a coma. Just like slowly like waving his paws. Like,
I didn't kill him, right? Like it should
no,
just be enough food for him.
He's fine, but he's like super content. He probably should not have eaten that berry whole, but he did.
I'm gonna scoop him up and put him in a more safe place to where he won't immediately get eaten by something flying by.
Okay. Build him a little mousy hole.
Well, if the denizens don't know what's wrong, then it would seem to me that the next step would be to take the road.
Well, he said there's no human settlements around here.
I mean, how far can he travel, though? It's possible he just hasn't.
That is true. I had considered that, but that means we're not as close as we originally thought we were either.
Did we ever decide which way to go along the path? We know we camped here, but there was 2 roads.
Well, we had discussed before that on the map there's an arrow, so I feel like maybe we should try and head in that direction.
And I don't know if this will help at all, but in the book they also went left, left, right, left, left as well.
Left, left, right, left, left.
That might help, yeah.
Okay. Left, left, right, left, left. That's going to be a lot of forks. We should, I suppose, get going if there's that much ahead of us.
I wish we'd bought horses.
Oh dear, I do too.
All right. So you guys are moving down the pathway?
Mm-hmm. Left.
Left. Okay. Let's see. So you move on from the clearing.
Left.
As you continue on the path, it starts to wind through the forest. Like the forest starts to get a little closer to the pathway as you're moving through. As you continue, a thin fog begins to seep in around your feet. And you really don't hear any animals, any noises. Maybe a couple few and far off, but nothing close.
This seems unseasonable.
And something similar to this happened in the book, correct?
Possibly, yes. Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, I don't. I mean, it seems that we're in the right direction, but I don't know if we should be in the right direction. This is what happened in the book, and she stopped writing.
Well, if she stopped writing, it's possible she needs our help.
She stopped writing mid sentence.
So everybody keep your wits about you.
Bode well.
Can I roll perception? Like see if like the fog's getting thicker, if there's anything else that's abnormal as we continue forward?
Of course.
Okay. New dice. Bad new dice. That is they're in alphabetical order, Coulter. This should not be that difficult. 11.
11. And you're looking for what?
To see if like the fog seems like it's getting thicker, or if there's anything abnormal that it's doing, or that like is around us, I guess.
No, the fog.
Watching that fog. He watching it.
The fog doesn't seem like it's, getting any denser, or it's not, billowing from anywhere specific. It's just kind of there, and it's just kind of swirling around you as you move. You kick one foot and it kind of swirls around, but it doesn't dissipate. It's just hanging out there.
If we look back the way we came, is there like the area without fog, or is it just all fog that way too?
You can see, you guys haven't moved too far yet. You can see where you guys started out from at the crossroads, and you don't see any fog there.
Oh, the tone of this adventure is quite dreary.
I was going to call it
exciting,
spooky. Yes.
You guys continue on?
I would like to, if everybody's amenable.
I think it means we're approaching where we need to be, regardless of what that means for our futures.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
What order are you guys going in?
I will definitely take point as Bo's not here.
Very back.
very back.
I'll be just ahead of Laszlo, watching out for him.
Laszlo, just a point of reference, the very behind is one of the more dangerous spots. You should try and stay in the middle if you're looking to be safe.
No, I'm fine here, thanks.
I think
I'm walking beside Kiro.
Yeah, so we're just probably chatting about the fog. I mean, it's not like I'm getting wet or anything. At least that's a positive. At least I don't think I am. Am I getting wet?
No, it's not. You know, it's maybe a little damp, but you're not. It's nothing. It's the fog's not thick enough that it's like beating on you.
And is there sun shining above, or is it like kind of like misty now?
It's a little misty. You can still see some sun shining through the trees, but you can't necessarily tell exactly where it's at. Like, you know, you can judge that the sun's on this side, you know, it's or that side or whatever, but you can't quite pinpoint the sun exactly.
And we're in wood,
Correct.
Wooded area.
Forest.
Gotcha.
All right, so we've got Benlin first.
Me and Kirill, Paige,
Okay.
Laszlo.
Okay. Benlin, can I get a charisma saving throw, please? Or not saving throw, a charisma check.
Can I was waiting for everyone to stop talking to do something. Can I do that real quick and say, so as we're moving forward, as we're thinking it's spooky, I'm going to reach down towards the ground, and a stick, a little tiny tree is going to grow, die, turn into a shaft, and then I'm going to pull it. And as it comes loose, a big chunk of the earth comes loose with it in the form of a war hammer.
Okay.
I love it when you make shaft out of...
Die.
Okay.
And that's my shillelagh spell. So.
Okay.
But anyway, charisma check, you said?
Yes, straight check.
Just straight check, nothing added to it?
Nope.
But not a save either?
Nope.
Okay, well that's a 3.
That's a 3. Okay. So Benlin, you're guiding everyone through the trees here. You're working your way deeper, and the branches are becoming gnarled and sinister looking. And there's pine needles scratching your face, the dead branches twisting and cracking underneath your feet. And you get the feeling that if you don't reach fresh air soon, you don't know what you're going to do.
I know what I'm going to do, or I don't know.
You don't know what you're going to do.
I feel like we took a wrong turn, guys. I feel like we should go back to the crossroads.
You take a few steps, and suddenly the tree's thin.
Or it could immediately alleviate.
Path opens up before you, and though the trees have disappeared, the fog now is almost like clouds, and it seems deeper and darker, and you see some large shapes looming up ahead on the path.
And we're all experiencing this?
Yes, you've all come through the trees now.
Large shapes is in buildings, or large shapes is in large humanoids?
You see some large shapes looming up ahead.
But I'm saying how large?
10 feet, 15 feet tall.
Okay. So, like, not a horse. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's something.
So...
Go ahead.
So there's these shapes up ahead, but there's no castle. We haven't, and it's just now it's thin trees. Okay.
Oh, there's no trees. You guys reach the edge of a forest. So in front of you, it's a big wide open space, foggy.
So it's been a long time since I've lived in a place with fog. Would lighting a torch help or hurt? Because I know during a haboob, you're not supposed to use your lights because that hurts.
Someone want to give me a survival roll?
I just meant in general.
I mean, but would your character know that?
Yeah. I have a really bad wisdom, so.
Well, that's a dirty 20 on survival. So yes, he would.
Okay. So based on, think about like your metagaming outside the world here. you have your high beams and low beams, and you have your fog lights on your car.
Mm-hmm.
You want a lower, darker light. If you do
Wait,
like a bright light, they're yellow tinted. Usually they're at the bottom of the vehicle.
Oh.
So you're illuminating up instead of out. So you think that if you light a torch but hold it lower, it's probably going to do better than you like waving it over your head. It's going to kind of, if you do that, it's going to kind of reflect some light. So you want it like lower.
But even if we lower it, that just basically lets other people see us, not necessarily us see more things.
Sure.
Should we have Paige scamper up one of these trees?
I think, to be honest, Naya, I think maybe we should be in contact with each other. As thick as this is, I don't want to lose anybody.
I can.
Also wise.
If you want me to climb, I can, send things to you guys. The skill I've been practicing.
Well, so sorry if I didn't make this clear. This opens up into fields with like no trees.
Okay.
So there's trees behind you where the forest ended.
Mm.
There's maybe a tree here or there, but they're nowhere near each other.
Okay.
And is the
Like
road still clear? Like what path the road is, or is that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can see there's a clear path to find in front of you.
Should I?
I'm going to spool out.
Shapes.
I'm going to spool out a rope and like have everybody hold on to it, and then just head down that path.
Okay.
Should I just sneak ahead and see what I see?
I don't think
Report
so.
back?
No.
But I think losing sight of each other is possibly a negative, even though we can see the road. This seemed to kind of come out of nowhere.
I mean, I can still hold on to the rope.
Well, but the rope doesn't go that far, Paige.
Okay.
I'm more concerned after something snatching you in the mist and us not being able to find where you went.
All right, so what are we doing?
We approach the shapes.
If you would like, Paige, you can take point.
Sure. Let's do that.
Let's follow.
If you do that, I do require that we tie the rope to you, and that way if you get snatched, like, we'll feel it.
All right.
I tie him into a little baby Bjorn harness, and I'm like, okay, Paige, you lead the way.
All right.
If we're moving forward, can we try and stay on the path?
Did you hear that, Paige?
Okay.
Okay. So you're continuing down the path, and Paige is tied to a rope. Is anyone else tied to the rope?
No, I figured we were all just holding on to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Paige, you begin walking on the path, and as you're walking, you realize that you are now surrounded by empty, overgrown fields with rotting fences. And
Rotting fences. What does that mean?
Like fences, like
fences.
The wood is rotting.
Okay, gotcha.
Up ahead and to your sides, you can see dilapidated farmsteads overrun with weeds and overgrowth. Maybe a few wild pigs you can see. But as soon as they hear and see you coming, they run off and melts into the fog. You walk for maybe 15, 20 minutes, and it feels like you've reached the edge of the fields. In the middle of the path ahead of you, a lone boulder sits toppled to the side.
Okay.
How does one know the side of a boulder?
If it's like long and thin side.
Like the base is flat.
Why did we stop? Is anyone dead?
Paige?
No, there's a boulder that seems to be overturned.
Naya?
Maybe covering something?
All right, darling, we're here.
Kirill? Are you there?
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
Are you okay?
Just I'm checking, making sure no one is dead or taken or...
I'd be much more
Good
concerned
job.
with somebody turning into a mist zombie all of a sudden. Everyone knows breathing in cursed mists can do that sometimes.
Oh, Ben.
Can I look around the boulder and see if there's any traps or anything?
Sure.
Investigate around.
What exactly are you looking at?
The ground around it. See if anything's going to give way, if any rope is going to trip or something like that.
Are you examining the boulder itself or just the ground around it?
Yes.
Okay. So you take a look at the ground around it. Maybe, you have a stick and you kind of give the ground a little test, maybe brush some grass. Don't see anything. Ground looks pretty firm. It's a little damp from the fog, but no mud really. And then you take a look at the boulder and it looks like there may have been some writing on the boulder, and a couple crudely etched arrows. But it's with the fog and the moss and the rains and the wind and God knows what else, you can't really make out what the boulder says.
Can I see that map again?
Of course.
Do you say that you can't read stuff on the boulder?
Yeah, I'm gonna pass that info along to everybody.
I might.
Laszlo, come here. See if this
I
looks
might be
like.
able to.
Yeah. See if this is recognizable.
Hey, Hank, can I make a roll to see if I can't figure out exactly how the stone would have been positioned before it fell? Like looking at the ruts or anything like that?
Sure, why not? Give me
Insight?
we're gonna go survival.
Okie dokie.
This is like direction knowledge.
And I also...
Hey, that's a 22.
22. So the boulder looks like it just fell to the side. So, and there's no crossroads here. This is just a straightaway path, and this boulder is just sitting in the middle of the pathway. So while there's arrows pointing off to the sides, you don't see any pathways that this might have lined up with.
Mm-hmm. Laszlo?
I also have Eye of the Runekeeper, so I can read all writing, if that helps at all.
Can you read writing that has since washed away from old age?
Probably not.
Then sorry, buddy.
All right. So I would like to cast Mold Earth to put this stone back to where it originally stood.
Okay.
And then I would like to cast Mending on the stone to restore the writing.
These are those times that they tell you that DMs need to be prepared for all the shenanigans that your players are going to pull and not tell you about. Okay.
If you don't, so as out of character, if you don't know what it says, you could technically say that Mending doesn't work because this isn't damaged; it's just damaged over time.
No,
Okay.
no, we'll do this. You mend it, and there is an arrow pointing back towards the hamlet, and an arrow pointing up the path. And the arrow pointing up the path says which way, and the arrow pointing to the hamlet says that way.
Oh.
All right. Well, we found which way.
Benlin, you're a genius.
Well, just an Earth Genasi. Stone's my thing.
Oh, I'm sorry. Flip that. The hamlet was which way?
Yeah, that's what you said.
Okay.
I thought.
The way we came is that way.
And we're heading towards which way?
And moving forward would be which way, right?
No.
Okay. So the way we came was which way?
Yeah, you guys just passed through which way?
Okay.
And then the way that we're going is that way?
Yep.
Not this
way. But
way.
we don't want to go that way. We want to go
this way.
The map has it this way. Do you think that way goes to this way? This is very confusing.
Wait, which way are we talking about?
Well, we can either go which way or that way.
Well, what does the rhyme say?
Follow the trail to the Hand and Horn, past Three Tree Hill, over River Worn to the Worm's Mark in the foggy moors. West of there, the treasure's yours.
All right. Paige, get up something and see if you can't see a hand and a horn.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I mean, what is he gonna climb the boulder or a dilapidated house or?
I don't know, Kirill. He's creative. I could try and toss him in there.
Do the houses look empty? Like vacant?
I don't know if we saw houses.
Saw fencing. Maybe that was which way.
Yeah, we just passed through which way. That's what the stone says.
So now we need to find the Hand and the Horn. Or Three Tree Hill. Is there anything like that around?
Actually, if there's nothing to climb, Benlin, could you and Naya throw me up so I can see?
No.
I'm down.
Sorry, did I miss the answer to whether the houses were vacant?
So the houses are dilapidated, falling apart.
Okay.
They're barely holding on by a thread.
Well, and that guy said there was nobody in which way. Okay. All right. So we get a blanket out and we toss you up in that and catch you.
I thought cats weren't supposed to go in blankets.
It's just on the blanket. We're just flipping it up.
It's open.
All right. Okay, so I need a perception from Paige. Then I need an acrobatics from Paige to make sure that he doesn't sprain something when he lands. And
Perfect.
If Rio and Helena want to assist by giving me, let's do another acrobatics check for you two to get the blanket angled.
I'm also going to cast guidance on Paige for the perception roll.
Okay.
Woohoo!
Paige, perception.
Oh, thank God.
That's a 12.
That's with your guidance?
Yep.
Okay.
I got a 7.
I got a nat 20.
Nice.
So you curl up in this blanket, they snap it up, and you open your eyes when you're at the crest of your throw, and all you see is the ground. Because you didn't tilt yourself enough to look out. And so now I need you coming back down.
Okay.
Your acrobatics.
I'm putting these dice away for the evening.
If only one of us had a familiar. Just one of us.
That was an 11.
11 acrobatics?
That's after a 5 modifier, yeah.
Buddy.
I got a nat 20.
All right, I'll give you a reroll for his nat 20.
Okay, 15.
All right. So you come down and you're scrambling, and you're just about to land on your tail. And Benlin whips the blanket around and kind of snatches you out of the air.
Don't give that
before
to
you
Ben.
can land.
I'll never hear the end of it.
Okay, so
You okay, little buddy?
I didn't see anything.
All right. I guess we'll throw you back up then, huh?
All right.
How far up did he go?
oh god, don't make me do math, Mark.
I mean, I think
Let's
Is
say
it like
he,
is it high enough for him to like actually be able to see things?
yeah,
Okay.
if he actually like is looking where he in theory should be looking, maybe.
I just don't want to like do it again. If like
No.
potentially get hurt and like you're not actually high enough.
No,
to see much.
he can get something out of this.
Well, then let's try again if we need.
Here, Laszlo, Kirill, come help.
Oh, okay. I did not prepare spells that are helpful for this.
I don't think any of us prepared for this exact situation.
All right. Let's do it.
Okay, guidance again, buddy.
All right. Let's get a perception roll. Come on, bud.
That's a 19.
Hey. So you're ready for this. They snap you up. You have your head tilted. You open your eyes. And a little ways off in the distance, through the mist and the fog, sunlight hitting it just right, you see this weird outcrop of rock that looks like a hand that's like holding a drinking horn or something. And then you fall down. And let's get acrobatics for your perfect landing.
That's a 17.
Beautiful. Land it. Nailed it.
Yes.
All right.
Catalyst
So you've
lands on
seen...
his feet.
He even did like the gymnast thing afterwards.
Yep.
Step landing.
All right.
I saw it. The rock hands. The hand and the horn. It's,
Also, Jake. Oh, go ahead.
it's
Go ahead.
that way. And as I point to which way it was, my tail does too.
All right, then forward. Let's see if we can get out of this horrid mist.
Also, Jake, don't forget about your psi bolstered knack next time you fail a skill check.
Side bolstered neck?
You can spend one of your psionic energy dice to add 1d6 to a failed check,
That's right. That's
1d6.
which is
Right.
very important. Which is very important for Jake specifically because he fails so many checks.
side bolstered neck. There it is. Yeah.
We need to gift Jake more dice.
You should have given him inspiration, Coulter.
I'm here. I promise I'm here.
Oh yeah.
Right.
The bard.
All right. So you continue down the path. Fog still swirling around your feet. But everything else looks kind of clear. It's weird. There's not a whole lot of landscape. Some rolling hills, some trees here and there, but nothing crazy. Continue walking. The path is clear before you, and as you wander, you come to the outcropping of the hand and the horn. The path continues past it, and again you find yourself wandering through a small copse of forest. As you
Is it
walk
still-
the path, sorry.
Is the fog still persisting everywhere we're going?
Yep.
Okay.
Is the hand pointing any particular way?
No, it's gripping something. So it's like holding a drinking horn or like a horn of blasting or something like that. The fingers don't have much definition. It's not like it was carved. It's like this was like shaped
Just like a
naturally.
rock
or something.
formation. Okay.
And for the record, there's nothing, like the horn itself does not look like it's pointing anywhere either.
Okay.
You find yourself walking through a small copse of forest, and the path becomes somewhat hidden. You can still kind of pick it out, but it looks like it's thinning. You keep walking, and you start to feel maybe some claustrophobia. And I don't know, is that a claw mark on that tree?
I don't think. I think this is not a very good, fun place to be. I think maybe we should maybe head back. There's a claw mark that we can make there.
Well, but there's plenty of things that make claw marks: bears, wolves, horrible mist zombies.
Oh yeah, they're all so
Backseat.
I think everything about this place is trying to make us want to go back.
It
makes it an adventure.
Succeeded.
What are we doing?
We're still together. We can do this. Do we see the river anywhere?
No water. You can maybe hear it, but very, very faintly.
What's next in the rhyme after the hand and horn?
Past the 3-tree hill.
Do we see anything matching that description?
Right now, you guys are in the middle of a forest.
Well, if we came from which way and went past the hand and horn, we would have missed the 3-tree hill, right?
But where on the map is it? Shouldn't we be able to follow the map?
Well, all right. So the map is very rough as far as specifics go, but this is a wooded area near the hand and the horn, and there is a wooded area before the 3-tree hill. So to me, it would seem that the best option would be to press on and keep our eye out for anything that could have made those claw marks. I mean, we've taken on worse, presumably.
Where does everybody think we are on the map? I think we're about here, in this woods right here.
That's my consensus as well.
Okay. So we should be coming on the 3-tree hill and then the bridge over the river.
I mean, I'm no cartographer, but that looks correct to me. Assuming the map's accurate, it just would mean continuing forward. It wasn't terribly far from which way to the hand and the horn.
That's true.
It's just strange that those villagers didn't know anything about this. That makes me a little concerned.
Should we toss Paige again?
He could climb this time.
Keep our wits about us, perhaps, and if we get lost, use Paige's height affinity.
Well, Paige, do you want to try climbing a tree?
Sure, I can try that. All right. I look around for the easiest looking tree to climb, and then I climb it.
Athletics. And if you'll roll it with disadvantage because you never took the rope off, so your rope's getting caught as you're climbing up those branches.
15.
With disadvantage, nice. You get up this tree, and it feels like it's about to give. But right before, you catch your balance, and just up in the distance is a low hill with 3 massive pine trees spreading from its back.
Okay. So as not to... I'm going to use my psychic whispers to whisper that I found 3-tree hill down to Benlin and Laszlo.
Benlin immediately goes, Jesus!
Oh.
I guess he would say, Shantea, not Jesus.
Can you hear us back, darling?
Oh, it's just me and Laszlo, he said.
Oh, my bad. I thought it was all
You can only do it to 2 people, I believe.
What do you see?
I see 3 trees up on a hill. I'd assume that's 3 Tree Hill.
Good job. Get down safely.
And then I'm just going to
No, don't jump.
carefully shimmy down.
All right.
How many hours does your whispers last?
That's a lovely question.
Oh, you roll a d6, and that's how many.
That's right. 3 hours. I'm not trying to be like secretive about it. I just didn't want to be yelling from on top of a tree down.
I'm trying to show off your cool new powers because I think they're really cool. So
I think they're very cool too.
And you provide that information then?
Yeah. Once I get down, I tell everybody else too. Not knowing if Benlin had told everybody else.
All right.
That must require.
So at the end of the day, it seems that we're on a path. The road is straight. It's had all of the clues so far. I think we just need to follow it. And
I'm much more
sooner the
comfortable
better.
now because on the map, this is all kind of connected more. Less chances to get lost.
Seems to hold true on its promises, at least.
Mm. Now we just got to find this wood bridge, it looks like.
Yes. Let's get this treasure and get the heck out of these creepy woods.
All right. So
I don't think you're creepy, Woods.
I don't think you're creepy either. You get through the woods and you pass 3 Tree Hill on your left, and you come to the wood bridge. Nothing special. It looks broken down, but it seems fairly sturdy. You're all able to cross. But as you get to the other side, after about an hour or so, you start to notice something weird. Like the moss that's on the side of the path starts to brown, and the grass is crunchy beneath your feet. And even though there's still a decent amount of fog swirling around your feet, the air is dry. And you see a low hill rise before you. And from that hill, you can see a faint trail of what looks like maybe smoke rising from it. As you continue, it looks like the crown of the hill is blackened and scorched, and the plants are all burned to a crisp. And the earth itself looks like it's cracked by some unfathomable heat. And the air smells like sulfur and burnt things.
Does anybody know how long ago that might have happened?
Can make a nature check.
Scorch of the red worm.
Sure.
Keep an eye out for animals. Just a 9.
You can't really tell. I mean, it's pretty scorched.
Intelligence is not Benlin's selling point, guys, okay?
What was that, nature?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I have that? No. Okay.
I mean,
I do. Check.
I do. Yeah.
Just do we have to worry about the dragon returning is all.
I don't. It was an 11.
I got a 7.
I suppose if it just happened, this air would probably be poisonous within minutes anyway.
Well, and if it just happened, how is it in this poem?
Oh,
Yeah.
darling, it's so reasonable.
I mean, dragons can live for hundreds of years, longer. So it's, possible that it's still a danger, but we at least know that it's been around long enough for this book to have been written. or the
The
map, I
map to
suppose,
be
was
made.
second. But can we go just around it? It says that it's to the west. If we don't want to fall into a dragon pit or whatever that is.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
It says it's in the foggy moors to the west of Dragon's Mark.
Hero,
So as
Wyvern's Mark.
did you notice this weird arrow right here at the bottom?
It seems to be pointing north.
To a specific location. If these are the moors, maybe this is the exact spot? Sorry, I just noticed that. I thought maybe some callous player had drawn something on the map, but apparently it is not.
I mean, if that's the case, then it's west of some sort of house for crows, and that would make sense with the theme of how you found it.
Well, let's keep going and look for these foggy moors.
All right.
All right, so you guys are continuing?
Yes.
Okay.
I would also like to cast Pass Without Trace on the party so that we're moving through the dragon's territory. It just gives +10 to stealth rolls and we leave no trace.
Okay. You notice a small path off to the east of the hill. And as you follow it, it winds a bit and you come to a decently steep hill. And you climb for a few minutes, and as you crest...
Can I do something cool real quick?
Sure.
I would like to use Mold Earth to put stairs in the steep hill, so
Oh,
it's
boy.
easier for the party.
Okay. And as you... Where is this? As you crest the hill, you come to... oh my god. Roll 20, why are you freezing?
Don't you do it, roll 20.
In your moment of suspense, it freezes.
What do we
Helena,
come
you're a
to?
waterbender. Helena, you're a waterbender. I'm an earthbender. Mark breathes fire, and Coulter
Lightning.
sings songs, which is kind of like air.
Here we go. Okay. As you crest the hill, you come to Chalet Bralifax.
Oh, damn. Chalet Bralifax.
Well, that's definitely a creepy house.
Well, that fits the map as well. Huh.
So,
Approach the house.
Well, it said west of the house, didn't it?
It said, in the foggy moors west of there, the treasure's yours.
Where else would the treasure be but not in this very scary looking black castle thing?
I guess that's true.
The graves are also a bit west, I guess, of the house.
so you guys are coming from here.
Where's north on this map? Do you know, Hank?
North is top.
Okay.
So, north is up here.
So that means west would be over here somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, we've been traveling for a long time. If we can get respite inside this house, might as well give it a look-see.
What time of day is it?
It's late afternoon. So, as you crest the hill, you approach the chalet from the north, and you see a number of overgrown fields, a small disintegrated barn, neglected tools fading into dust. What once was a charming if modest estate has fallen to ruin and decay. You can see brick walls and sturdy wooden doors, and while it looks well constructed, time has definitely taken its toll. The windows are shattered, doors hanging off their hinges, tiles missing from the roof, allowing the elements to take hold. A small path wraps around the east of the house, and you can see that it leads to a short stone wall with a simple iron gate that surprisingly is still standing. ravens alight atop the chalet and in the bony, gnarled remains of what were once beautiful apple trees. You can see more ravens lining the walls of the graveyard and perched on various headstones.
Hmm.
All right. Speak with animals. Approach a raven. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Or madam, I guess.
I don't identify.
All right. Hello, esteemed
Raven.
friend. I was wondering if you could tell me anything about this.
No.
What? I'm sorry?
You were wondering, and I said no.
Was there a particular reason?
No.
You just don't want to tell me.
No.
You can't tell me.
No.
Well, I guess I'm going to have to eat all of this delicious corn on my own.
It like cocks its head at you and then just flies off.
Damn. You know, the ability to speak with animals has proved less than useful so far.
I think perhaps we're not in an area where the animals are particularly friendly.
I'm going to throw the corn down near the largest group of ravens anyway, because I'm a good person.
Charitable.
A group of them swarms to it, but not all of them. A lot of them look like they're just kind of chilling. Maybe watching you? You're not quite sure.
Ravens are known to do that. They're very intelligent.
Regardless of how off-putting and eerie this journey and this location is, I'm gonna knock on the door. And I am going to do what I consider to be the polite thing, and I will go up and see if there's a door knocker.
I'm going to cast guidance on Kirill as he goes, less as a hoping there's a check and more as a please don't die, Kirill.
Is this are these stairs here?
Hold on a second. I have to figure it out.
You know what? Instead of guidance, I'm going to cast bless on Kirill, Paige, and Laszlo.
You're casting guidance on who?
No, I'm going to cast bless on Kirill, Laszlo, and Paige.
Okay, and that does...
That's attack rolls and saving throws.
Okay, thank you. Okay, you go to knock on the door, and nothing happens. You can hear the knock reverberate for a little bit. Maybe a couple crows fly out, but no answer.
I'm going to try the handle.
It opens.
Okay. This is incredibly creepy, but if we're here for the poem and the map, it would roughly seem that this is where it's pointing.
I will again draw your attention to the arrow, but I also would love to take a nap indoors tonight.
Well, that's fair. Let's check out the house, and if there's nothing in it, then after we rest, we can set out for the arrow. And I will step inside.
I'll open up, take a small book out of my pocket, open it up, and say, I'm ready. And I'll kind of like hold my hand in front of my, walking in right behind Kirill.
Okay. Rusty iron hooks line the walls of this entrance foyer. Hanging from two of these hooks are a shovel and a rake. A dusty cloak is draped over a hook next to a round-topped door in the south wall.
All right, so it would appear that no one has been here for a while. Are there like any other like doors in this space or anything?
I'm sorry, I got a reveal for you. That's totally my bad. And how do I do this? There we go. Can you guys see that? Yeah, you can. Okay.
There's two doors, one to the west, one to the south.
Yes. The south one is like a round top door that looks different. It's smaller.
Girl, you diff.
All right, Laszlo, forward or left?
Forward, since that's the eastward, or westward.
I'm gonna try this door.
It opens fine.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I love each of the new DMs dealing with all this stuff and then seeing what we do.
There we
It's
go.
great.
I'm getting there. As you enter, light enters the spacious room through a bulge in the north wall, where cracked and broken windows look out over a foggy vale. Dusty sheets cover most of the room's furnishings, with cobwebs stretching between the antlers, wolf heads, and other hunting trophies mounted on the wall above the wainscoting. A pale rectangle above the large fireplace suggests that a picture or a mirror once hung there.
Can we tell if whatever the item that was hanging there, like, is that area coated in dust, like it was removed a long time ago, or is it removed recently? Is there any sign of disturbance in the space?
No. It looks like this was removed a while ago.
I am going to ready my rapier because I'm getting spooky vibes.
Okay.
Shall we clear the floor or go upstairs?
I'm always a fan of clearing a floor. Never want to get trapped on a higher level.
I would much rather if there's something down here trying to kill us, it's not behind us on the stairs.
Learn that one the hard way.
I'm staying uncomfortably close to Kirill.
Luskin. Remember Luskin, Kirill?
Pirates.
Okay. Down the hallway, I suppose.
Okay.
Is this a door as well?
As what a doorway?
This?
Yes. So as you come to this hallway, you hear what sounds like maybe a child laughing above you.
If it runs across the floor.
You what?
I was just saying, as Spenlin, if it runs across the floor, we know that somebody's read too many bard tales.
I don't like where this is going. And this is a door here too?
Yep.
Remind me again, can you punch ghosts?
Generally not.
Why would you want to?
Okay. As you enter this area, the centerpiece of this parlor is a gold inlaid low table around which a handful of overstuffed chairs and sofas are neatly arranged. Other furniture include a cabinet full of glass decanters and wine goblets, a 6-foot-tall gilded harp standing in the northwest corner, a staircase in that's not right. Ignore all that. I'm reading the wrong one.
We'll find it later.
For those just joining us, this is only my second time doing this, so appreciate the patience.
You're doing great, buddy.
There's so many rooms. Okay, this circular chamber is at the base of a tower contains a large oak dining table surrounded by 6 high-backed chairs carved with images of stags. Suspended above the table is a gaudy chandelier tied off with ropes. Puddles of water on the flagstone floor are the result of moisture seeping in through the 3 narrow, broken windows spaced evenly around the tower wall. A fireplace set into the wall is blackened by soot.
To be honest, aside from the creepy vibes, nothing terrible has happened yet. It's got to stand for something, right?
This would be a lovely dining room.
I mean, there's no blood stains or anything, so that's already a good sign.
No creepy skeletons.
Only a child's laughter in the distance. Who knows the back of me?
Nothing's tried to attack us yet.
Knock on wood right now, Paige.
As I tap on different things.
As he knocks on the closest piece of wood, it disintegrates as he touches it.
Right.
I'm sorry?
For what?
More like I'm sorry, what?
It's old wood.
All right, let's open all of the doors to make sure that nothing's going to jump out at us, and then we can figure out a base of operations or something.
Let's just look at everything and go from there.
Don't touch what you don't have to, I suppose, unless it looks interesting and like it might be the treasure.
And also don't say anything that requires you to knock on any kind of wood. I would like to look in this room.
Open this door, yeah.
Where the door is.
The ghostly scent of meals past still haunts this kitchen, forever trapped in the woods of its tables. The soot in its hearth and the grime in its pots, many of which still hang from hooks about the room. Almost everything you would expect to see in a kitchen of this size can be found here, including dish-filled cupboards, cleaning supplies, and cooking utensils. Mice scurry across the floor trying their best to avoid you.
Anything good? Like a good brass pan or cast iron or anything like any good cooking stuff?
There is what looks to be a pretty nice soup pot on the stove, or what would have been the hearth, sorry. As you go to examine it, it's still warm.
It's still warm, or there's food in it?
It's warm with food in it.
Is it good soup? Good food?
It smells okay. Nothing, crazy out there, but it seems passable.
I add spices to it until it's good.
Where are you getting your spices from?
I am a chef, sir. I have cook's utensils.
So you're not going to use the spices that are out on that countertop?
No, I'm going to use my own.
Okay. I mean, there's some really nice fresh rosemary and thyme sitting there on the counter.
Yeah, but I'm not going to use their own spices.
Okay. Just asking for a friend.
Is the kitchen not cobwebby and covered in dust like the other rooms?
Oh no, it's clear that this kitchen is still in use.
I'm just trying to do the right thing by my chef's oath, which is never leave a soup bland.
Why would they only need to use the kitchen? How peculiar.
What are we doing?
This
Go
makes
up
me
the stairs.
somebody living here. So Benlin will call out, "Hello? We don't mean any harm. I know we kind of broke into your home.
The doors are locked.
Well, just because the door's unlocked doesn't mean you're allowed in a place."
Well, that's true, but we didn't break down the door or anything.
But we didn't wait to be let in either.
I go up the stairs.
There weren't, that we could see, any footprints coming to or from the kitchen, were there?
No.
In the dust? Okay.
For the record, yeah, this map's a little weird. This door is actually, oh my god, I'm on the wrong map layer.
I hate map layers.
I mean, it's a 50-50. You're on the wrong damn map layer always.
Can you see my freaking mouse click?
No.
No, I'm going to do it on the map. Okay,
Oh, I see
this
that
door
way.
here is
Yes.
underneath the stairs. So, like, you can walk to get there from underneath the stairs. So, like,
okay.
this room is still on the first floor. These stairs go above that landing.
Okay, well, I checked
now
this
that we
last
think-
room. Then. Go
Oh,
ahead.
okay. I was gonna say, now that we think that somebody lives here, we should probably find them and be like, sorry.
Should I just sneak?
So,
I mean, no one's paying attention to you, Bo. If you did that, you could probably get away with it.
See, I wanted to clear the first floor first, so
what's everyone doing?
I'm opening the door.
Which door?
The door to this last room on the first floor under the stairs.
yeah, I'll follow her.
I'm following right behind Kirill, so close that like when he stops, I like bump into him.
Okay.
If I had such a
Doing
thing,
wonderful.
I would be taking. If I had such a thing, I would be taking a picture of Laszlo and Kirill as a proud papa. But
Okay. The centerpiece of this parlor is a gold inlaid low table around which a handful of overstuffed chairs and sofas are neatly arranged. Other furniture includes a cabinet full of glass decanters and wine goblets and a 6-foot-tall gilded harp standing in the northwest corner. A staircase in the northeast corner ascends to the second floor, and several dusty sheets lie in a small heap nearby.
Oh, the furniture is not covered in dust?
No.
no, somebody's removed the coverings from these.
I am going to go over to the harp.
Wait, I'm confused now. Where does this staircase go? I thought it lined up, but it doesn't line up. Oh, it still goes up there. Never mind. Sorry. Sorry, this map is very weird to me.
If they're not going to hear us when we call, then maybe they'll hear us
If
with
we
a
break
more
something?
welcoming tune.
I mean, I already
so-
fixed the soup.
So, as you all enter this room, you hear what sounds like creaking floorboards and like maybe something large and unwieldy being dragged across the floor right above where you are.
There is something going on upstairs for sure.
Like maybe a body?
All right, with that, Benlin's gonna head up the stairs.
Yeah, I will. As I leaned the harp down onto my shoulder, hearing that, I'll come back for you.
Which way you going?
Guess I'll just take this stairwell here.
If it's closer, yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know where the staircase goes. It doesn't add up.
Then we'll go to this.
No. That one, that's the one that doesn't add up. Go to this one. Go to the one that you're going to.
Go to this one.
Go to that one.
Okay, we're going to this one.
Which way? That way.
The eternal question.
So sorry, guys.
Nothing to be sorry for.
It's fine.
Okay.
You
So
got a dungeon.
moving over here. Okay. So I'm just gonna save myself some time here and reveal all the hallway.
So much home.
Okay. So everyone's coming up the stairs. Anyone staying downstairs? What's the deal here?
Where are we going, Kirill?
Oh. Sorry. Hank, I think maybe that staircase did go up, and C8 is like above the other areas.
Oh, so it's like-
C8's on the ground floor.
That is really weird.
Anyway, is there any doors that would lead into the room that we hear the thump in? Because I'm assuming this is where the thump happened.
Not that you can see right now.
Okay, so this is just solid wall all the way.
Well, depending on how far down you're going.
Oh, I'll keep going. I'm looking for a door.
Okay, you can't see that because I didn't put it far enough. Oh my God, roll 20.
The eternal struggle.
I promise I was better at this when I practiced. All right, there's your door. So yeah, C8 is a little bit elevated above other rooms, but it's still on the first floor, the parlor. Because if you're going in there, then we can go do this. Because these stairs lead up to like a raised room here. Okay.
All right, do I see anything?
Against the wall stands a handsome roll-top desk, north of which 2 leather-padded armchairs face a fireplace, carved with images of wolves and stags. Draped over each chair is a wolfskin. A narrow spiral staircase choked with cobwebs winds up the east hall. The staircase looks like it hasn't been used ever.
But this is what we heard.
Falling apart. Yeah, you think so.
But there's nothing. The spiral staircase would show if somebody had used it, right?
Yeah.
If it's choked in cobwebs.
Yes.
Well, they must have dragged him to a different area.
I mean, if the first floor had worked to clear the space as we could, why not see if we can find someone? I mean, we'll hear them like we've heard them above us.
All right. Paige, is the mental link still working?
I try to respond in his head. It should be.
How long does that last?
That lasted 3 hours.
And you did that back in the forest, correct?
Yes.
Sure, it still works.
You used that when you saw the hand and the horn. So that was like the very beginning.
I think it was when you saw the 3-Tree Hill.
3-Tree Hill was it, yeah.
Yeah.
Here's my plan. Kirill, you go with Laszlo and check those rooms.
Okay.
Paige, you go with Naya, check those rooms. I'm going to go up this spiral staircase. But everyone stay within shouting distance.
Okay.
Mental shouting distance.
You're going to split the party, huh?
Just a little bit. And unlike the mansion, now we're all connected mentally, so we can immediately let each other know. That's why I split it up this way, because each one of us has somebody who's connected to Paige.
All right, well, let's open this door then.
I'm going to go up this, and then I assume you and Paige are going here, right, Naya?
That's where you pointed us to, sure.
Okay, so everyone move to where they're going to go. All right, we're going to go clockwise. We're going to start with Ben Lynn.
Yay!
So, Ben Lynn.
Going up the cobwebs.
Climbing up the stairs. Reveal. There he is. Okay, so you're going to come up there. This attic has a peaked roof that slopes down towards the east and west. Dust blankets everything in the room, including a stone hearth in the middle of the north wall, an oval mirror mounted above it, and an oval rug on the floor. Against the west wall, half hidden behind curtains of cobwebs, is a bed size for a young child, a rocking chair, a shelf lined with dolls, and a wash basin. And a niche to the south contains a small wooden cradle, a wooden playpen, and a window box.
Creepy.
Suspended above the playpen is a mobile made of colorfully painted fish on the ends of hooks. And as you come up to this room, you hear what sounds like a pig squealing down in the kitchen.
What the fuck?
Okay.
And the rest of the players would hear that as well.
Oh, jeez.
Well, down.
Well, I was assuming that you guys would enter your door at the same time that happened, so.
Oh.
I thought we were all going at the same time, so we'll pause on Benlin as there's nothing attacking me and go to the next group.
Sorry, say that one more time.
Hank, are they consecutive or were they happening at the same time?
The pig squeal?
Does the pig squeal happen before we enter our rooms, or does it happen?
So I think you guys all enter your rooms at the same time, and then as you enter them, the pig squeal happens.
Okay.
Because I feel like by the time it took you to get up the stairs, by the time it gets you down to the hallways, open your rooms,
So Naya and Paige next?
Yes. Okay. Let me go back. All right.
Creepy.
It's caved in.
An explosion of some kind damaged the two uppermost levels of this tower, creating a gaping hole between them and covering the area with soot. A curved wooden staircase that once rose along the outer wall has been destroyed, leaving no easy way to reach what remains of the tower's topmost floor. All that's left of the staircase are a few jagged shards of wood that jut out from the wall at different angles.
Okay, well, this is a bit of a dead end.
It could be. What if we're not supposed to find what's up top?
It's another climbing challenge, and just would so be it that you pulled this room.
I don't know. It seems like if someone lives here, why would they not have fixed this?
I don't know. I think that
I don't
think anyone lives here. I don't think anyone lives here. I think I don't know. To climb or not to climb?
While you're making that decision, let's move on to Kirill and Laszlo. Which room are you guys entering?
Is the door partially open here?
The farther one, is partially open.
Okay, I'm going to go through the more open one first then.
I'm sorry, there is a door here that didn't show up. God damn it.
It's cool. We picked our doors.
All right, so you're going to go through the partially open one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. This bedroom hasn't been disturbed in years, as evidenced by the thick dust and cobwebs covering everything. There is a narrow bed with a moldy mattress, an elegantly carved headboard, an empty wooden dresser, a nightstand, a coat rack, and a painted armchair. An oval mirror hangs on the wall next to the door.
How big is the mirror?
Pretty big, like 4 feet across.
Hang above a fireplace big?
No.
Okay. Okay. Well, all right.
Next room.
I think so.
Okay.
Are we just gonna ignore the pig squealing downstairs?
The next room is exactly the same as the other room.
And at which point in here did we hear the pig earlier? Because I wouldn't have gone through the second door if we did.
I'm sorry. So you would have heard the pig when you guys entered the first room.
Okay, in that case, gonna run downstairs
to the kitchen.
If that's where it sounds like it's coming from. We can't seem to find any of these sounds, so it seems like time might be of the essence to.
Okay. You run down to the kitchen while everyone else is doing their thing, and there's nothing there.
Laszlo, Paige, there's just a creepy child's bedroom up here.
Who would put a child up so many flights of stairs?
Can I talk to you, or can I only talk to him?
We're all telepathically connected, so all three of us can send messages to each other. Okay. Through him, technically, but yeah.
So it's like, hey, Paige,
it's like a psychic chat.
Yeah, Paige, tell him, and then you're going to say, hey, Paige, tell Laszlo.
To be honest, the way the ability is written, it makes it sound like we're literally in like a mental chat room. So if you say anything to either of us, we all hear it.
As you are talking about all this, you hear, only one's gonna hear this is gonna be Benlin. Sounds like there's some glass breaking behind the wall to your left, behind here.
Right, yep. I'll go and investigate that wall.
You want to give me an investigation roll?
I really wish Laszlo was here.
What'd you remember earlier?
Oh, we're dumb. Tabaxis have a climb speed, so he doesn't have to make athletic checks unless it's a difficult climb.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, neat.
Get up here?
No, I mean, just in general, he can climb anything that's climbable. He can climb as if he was walking up it, technically.
Got it.
Oh, in that case, I want to climb. I'd like to climb everything.
I was trying to get you to do it. You didn't offer it up.
18 for my investigation, which is really impressive considering I have a 0 in it.
Nothing. You don't see anything. It's a solid wall.
All right. Well, I'm pretty freaked out by this entire thing, so I'm going to start attacking the wall. But it can't be that thick, right?
Okay. I mean, this is like a manse. Like this was made for like a guy who had some money. Like that, the walls are brick.
They're brick, you say?
So
they are brick, I say.
I would like to mold earth a 5-foot hole in the wall, please.
Okay, then. Two gaping holes in the peaked roof expose this attic to the elements. Shattered clay roof tiles, splinters of wood, dry leaves, and bird droppings cover the floor, which has begun to rot in a number of places. The rafters are home to several birds. Why did that? Oh my god!
You have to click the eye every single time.
The rafters are home to several birds' nests formed out of twigs and straw. Two wooden bed frames stand against the north wall. Built into the window box between them is a wooden storage trunk sealed with a rusty padlock. Other furnishings in the room include a pair of tall, narrow wardrobes. The floor groans and creaks ominously when you enter the room, but you don't think there's any danger.
I might have found a hidden room, guys. Guys?
Any idea where those sounds are coming from?
I heard glass breaking in this room. Was there anything with the pig?
Oh, we checked the kitchen and there's nothing.
Wait.
Wiz, quick question. This door that was here that we passed by when we came through doesn't go into this room.
Correct.
All right, we should go upstairs and check out
aren't
that.
You guys supposed to be in the kitchen, like over here?
We were earlier, but there was nothing there. Was the soup still going when we checked?
So, did Benlin relight the fire?
Yeah.
Then yeah, it's still going.
I'm gonna open this door. We'll clear the last room on this floor and then go up to whatever the secret room is.
Well, it's technically Nia and Paige's turn.
You're opening this door, though?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just so I know. Okay. Nia and Paige. So what's going on? What are we doing?
Nia, do you think Fenlin would be disappointed in me if I climbed and took a look around? It's just, we're in the tower. It's a tower.
Yeah, I think you should go up there.
Okay. And then through my connection, I'm going to tell Fenlin and Laszlo, we're in the tower of the house and it's kind of broken up in here. I'm going to see what's up. Let's see what's going on up there.
If my understanding of the architecture is correct, I might be in a room very close to the tower, so I might be able to meet up with you.
Perfect.
Okay, so you're trying to climb this?
He could technically climb the brick wall.
Yeah, I was thinking more the wall just to avoid slipping and falling onto all the rubble.
With his kitty cat claws.
Unless it's difficult, right?
Okay.
If it's
No,
difficult,
yeah.
it's-
So this is 2 stories. So there is a floor above you.
Okay.
And with the way that these stairs here are, you can climb up to the bottom of this floor above you, but then you're going to have to do a climb check to get up these stairs to get to the next floor.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Do it.
Okay. Go ahead and make me a climb check.
Just a regular check, or is that
Athletics.
athletics check? Okay. Can I spend one of my psychic dice to add to the roll? Because I'm assuming that fails.
Sure.
Psychic dice. Just think really hard about it.
It was originally an 8, and then it was a 9.
Okay. You reach out, you're clinging to the wall, you reach out a paw, and you put your first paw onto one of the stairs here. If my mouse will click. And it literally, the second that you touch it, it falls. And a couple more start teetering down.
Is there a way
Did you-
around it or anything?
Not really. I mean, you could attempt to scale the underside of this floor and then flip up on top of it, but that's going to be a hard check.
Is that going to be a dexterous check or a strength?
I think, I feel like that's going to be 2 checks. That's going to be an athletics to scale the bottom of it and an acrobatics to flip over the top.
Okay. Well, let's try it. It sounds fun.
Okay. So give me an athletics check to scale the bottom of the floor.
I'm baking some of my dice this week.
You're using all of your best moves while Kira's not watching you, ready to put it in a song.
So how do I fail?
What's your roll? I need to know how bad you failed.
After my extra psychic dice, I rolled a 5.
Wow.
What's page?
It's okay for you to lie to us
damage?
once in a while, I think, on these
Yeah,
rolls.
don't fail every roll.
If I could choose not to,
per
I
10
would.
feet.
All right. That's your 20 feet up. Your claws just can't get a grip on this rotted wood. And you fall down to this floor here. And you're going to take 6 bludgeoning damage.
Oof.
Yeah, sounds right.
All right, well, I walk
All right.
out into the stall. You
Okay.
moved the wrong person. That was me. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm going to try
My
this
bad.
door here, I guess, since we didn't check that one yet.
Okay.
He falls through the floor.
We'll be okay.
All right. The spacious bedroom has walls decorated with wainscoting and rusty oil lamps. A 4-poster bed stands against the south wall, its bedposts carved to look like stags and wolves. Opposite the bed is a stone hearth with a black marble mantle that has a pair of elk antlers mounted above it. A bare, dust-covered writing desk is set against the west wall, under a pair of tall windows flanked by burgundy drapes. Other furnishings include a tall wardrobe in the northeast corner and an empty dog kennel in the southeast corner.
And this all looks dusty or used?
It looks very used.
Okay. On the writing desk, are there any letters or anything that I can discern to read?
No. So
Okay.
the bed looks very used. The rest of the room looks like it's not necessarily covered in dust just because something or someone is using the room, but the bed is what looks like used.
Okay. And the wardrobe, if I open it, it looks like moth-eaten and stuff.
Correct.
Okay. I would like to inspect the antlers. Like, we're seeing a lot of that stuff. I just want to make sure there's nothing extra about those.
Okay. So these are the antlers, like the, yes, okay.
There's like antlers on the wall, right?
Yep. And there's also like carved stags and wolves on the bedpost as well. So, but I'm assuming you're doing the ones that are on the wall.
Yeah. Look at
Nothing
everything.
special. They look real, like they're yellowed with age. They're solidly mounted, but they don't look weird or anything.
Okay. And nothing is screaming secret passage to me.
The bed is bolted to the floor.
It's bolted to the floor, so it won't move. All right, I look under the bed.
Nothing.
Okay. And is there like panels on the wall that it's against? Or
No. You want to
should
search
I
the bed?
roll I would like to investigate closer the bed. Yeah.
Go for it.
What's going on with that? Oh, 18.
As you are looking over the bed, your hand grazes one of the bedposts, and it budges slightly. And as you run your hand over it again, it feels like it might turn if you applied enough pressure.
I apply more pressure.
A secret door pops open right here where the S that I had revealed, because I'm dumb,
What?
says secret door. And it looks like it opens out onto the landing that Paige just fell down.
Oh, okay.
I don't think you're as dumb as you think because I still don't see an S. So.
Oh, well, there's a secret door there.
There's a secret.
Oh, do you
door.
move the S to the... Oh, it gets moved to the...
Yeah, mine.
Got it.
All right. Well, that doesn't really give me.
Hey, there we go. I'm learning, guys.
Still just means that's a secret passageway onto that land. Okay, but the landing is crumbling away. Like there's nothing on
Correct.
that landing, right? So I
Correct.
don't need to go out onto that. Okay, I'm gonna mosey downstairs, I guess, to move with everybody else.
Okay. I'm gonna move down to where you're going.
So I'll go the stairs we came, which were in this room. So down to here.
Okay. So
Where does Kirill's door go?
Kirill's door? Kirill's door opens down to a stairwell that Ink is going to reveal when his mouse...
You're going to the basement, Coulter.
I don't know if I want to go to the basement, Coulter.
Oh my god, this is basically this is betrayal of the House of the Hill.
Yeah. It's getting those vibes.
We're opening doors, waiting for the haunt to start.
All
I
right.
love that game.
Traitor.
So you've got a little stairwell here as you're moving down.
Laszlo, you still have radio connection?
Hello?
Yes.
Laszlo?
Hold on.
Yes, I do.
As you ask that question, and Laszlo goes to say hello, there's no response.
No, I don't. Do you think? No, the spell probably just wore off. They're probably not dead, right?
At that moment, you hear what sounds like a dying man's scream come from some indeterminate area, maybe somewhere, I don't know, around here. Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
And that's where we're going to end.
Dead man scream.
What does that scream sound like? Hank?
I'm dying.
I love it.
I love that it cut off the sound.
I am an old man and I am dead.
Thank you guys so much for joining us. I'm sorry for all my difficulties, but I'm still learning, and I think it went decently all right.
Yeah.
Never apologize for quality, Hank.
Yeah. Thank you so much to all of our patrons, which I'm going to look up right now because Coulter was nice to send to me. Sparky, David, Daniel, Scott, Rio's mom, Alistair, Sean, Johnny Mac. We're going to be doing an after party after this, and we hope you guys will join us next time. Anyone else got anything?
See us next time. Same spoopy channel, same spoopy time.
Oh, it's about to get real spoopy. Maybe. We'll see.
I hate this after party because we're not going to be able to ask any questions.
We'll see. But with that, we wish you friends, fun, and natural 20s.
Peace.